It's a cool hat. It's a cool hat. Hey, what's going on YouTube? Jamo TV HD. Fam, you already know what time it is. Quarantine gaming, isolation gaming, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to give you my personal top 7 multiplayer games which I feel are underrated on the Switch as of now, and they're all available on the eStore, so you can jump on them as soon as you see them and you think, rah, that thing looks good. So without any further ado, let's get into the first game. Right now, I thought I'd get things started off with a nice little fighting game. It's called Samurai Shodown. I literally just got it the other day off the eStore, and it was quite pricey, but it's a dope fighting game, and as you can tell by the graphics, it looks like Street Fighter had a child with Soul Calibur, but it plays a lot differently from Street Fighter, and people making the transition from Street Fighter to Samurai Shodown may feel that Samurai Shodown is a lot slower. You're not really able to mash buttons and get any combos out kind of thing. There's not really many combos that you can get in this game. It's a lot of mix-ups, but not many combos. So yeah, it plays a lot different from Street Fighter, but it is some good fun. Only issue for me is the learning curve and the difference in gameplay from Street Fighter itself. The next game now is a lot of banter, especially in couch co-op. It's called Think of the Children, and essentially every player is an adult that has to have responsibility for the 5 or 6 children on the level. Now these children all have death wishes. They run into the road where there's cars, they start playing with wild animals that are likely to eat them, and you've literally got to keep running around dragging every child away from the situation that they're about to put themselves in. And at the end of the level you see how many children survived kind of thing, and it just goes on. It's a little bit of a story kind of thing in terms of what happens next. It's good fun, especially in couch co-op, 4-player thing. Now I thought I would chuck a little cooperative shooter into the mix. This one's called Rico, and Rico is probably the most simplistic in nature of a shooter that you'll ever play in your life. Like, you literally go from room to room, breaching and clearing enemies. Like, you might shoot the occasional objective, you might defuse the occasional bomb, but literally all you're doing is going room to room and you're clearing objectives. And I like the simplicity of it. Like, you could just jump in, clear a couple of rooms, and then jump out. You get a couple of upgrades, not really Ghost Recon level, but instead of a pistol you might get a shotgun. Instead of a shotgun you might get an AK-47 kind of thing, or extra clip, extra magazine. It's a very simplistic shooter, and if it's cheap, it's definitely worth it for that couch co-op experience. Only 2-player though. The next game is Unraveled 2. I think this is one of the sickest 2-player cooperative platformers that the Nintendo Switch has. Like, you literally have to use the string mechanism to help each other get through the level. And obviously you're tied together, you can help each other climb up certain objects. You can use the string as like a bungee rope, or use it as a trampoline kind of thing to get to higher places. There's a lot of things that you need to do in this game, so as well as a platformer, it's also kind of like a puzzle platformer, if I can call it that. But as you can see on this part of the game, it's more platforming than puzzling. But yeah, it's a cool little game. And if you see, when I get to the end of this bit, my little girl who's playing the pink character ends up falling down the side, and I have to save her by holding the rope so that she can climb back up again. It's a cool little multiplayer co-op game. Now this is one of my favorite multiplayer couch co-op games. This game is the true pinnacle of teamwork makes the dream work. This is Overcooked 2 by Team 17, and a lot of Team 17 games are dope AF. Fam, you're all cooks, you're in the kitchen, and you've all got to prepare the ingredients, plate up the ingredients, serve the ingredients, wash the plates, get back, and coordinating it all is crazy. Like, you'll actually get to levels where you realize, okay guys, we need a plan. We need somebody that's gonna wash the dishes, we need somebody chopping the fruit and putting it in the blender, we need somebody plating up the smoothies, we need somebody doing everything, and the teamwork tactics that have to go down in this game are actually quite fun. Like, it's just crazy that you'll find yourselves with your friends speaking about who is going to have what job, and it's a 4-player game, so definitely jump into this one. Alright, now the next game I want to show you guys is Thieves Town. And it's just a multiplayer party game. Oh, this is what the game looks like, guys. And as you can see, all the NPCs and the human players look the same. Now, apart from that one in the middle who's going crazy, that's my little girl, you can tell that that's obviously a human player because they're moving erratically, whereas the computer players kind of just move up and down. And the gist of the game is to find out who's the human players and make sure you assassinate them before they find out that you're a human player and they assassinate you first. Right, this next game is called Overwhelm. It's a 2-player co-op thing. And fam, this game has got one of those Sensei Cuphead levels of standard difficulty which you cannot change. So you basically go down into a hive, you're a soldier, you've got little enemies to kill, some that fly, some that, you know, jump on your face kind of thing, and you've got 6 bosses that you need to kill and bring their crystals back. Now every time you kill a boss, the game gets harder because all the little enemies now get whichever power up or attribute the boss had that you just killed. So for example, there's a boss that flies really fast. Fam, once you kill it, all the enemies can now fly really fast, just like that boss, and it's 1-hit kill. It's so annoying, but it's a dope little co-op game, and it really gets your reflexes on lock. And I think last but not least, we gotta have Crash Team Racing, that alternative to Mario Kart. It's a dope game, dope frame rate, got lots of characters, lots of different levels and items. It is that true alternative to Mario Kart. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about the list. Leave a comment in the comment section, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next video on Jamo TV HD. Bless out.